Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with Calabrian chicken, inspired by some Calabrian ingredients. We're also going to be using a method very similar to our famous Cornell chicken. And of course, if you saw our spatchcock chicken demo, these are the same birds I spatchcocked. So here we go. For the marinade, we are going to use some garlic, fresh garlic cloves, some fresh rosemary, a few sprigs. I'm going to use some orange zest and a little bit of the juice. But the star of the show are these hot Calabrian, from Calabria, red chilies. Kind of in a paste form, very similar to sambal. And of course, one of our famous secret ingredients for a little bit of salt, anchovy fillets, or as we refer to it, Italian MSG. All right, so in a blender, I'm going to add my garlic, my rosemary leaves I just peeled off the stem, my very freshly grated orange zest, little splash of the orange juice. There's our anchovy. Shh, don't tell anyone it's in there. They'll freak out. And then a couple nice spoonfuls of these gorgeously colored Calabrian chilies. I know it looks spicy, huh? You know why? Because it is. Okay, so that's in there. Now, like I said, this is a technique very similar to our Cornell chicken prep, which is basically a vinegar, oil, and egg marinade. So I'm going to add some white vinegar, I'm going to add some vegetable oil, I'm going to add some salt, and in slow motion, so we get the cool sound, 1 raw egg. And just like the Cornell chicken, nobody really knows what magic that egg provides. It's basically a mystery to modern science, but it does something. So we're going to blend that up really smooth, and that will be our marinade and basting sauce. All right, once that's pureed perfectly smooth, I'm going to pour it into a Ziploc bag holding my chicken product. Now, this could be a half chicken, this could be chicken pieces, this could be chicken wings, this could be chicken breast. In my case, it's a spatchcocked game hen. All right, a couple of them. So I'm going to pour in the marinade. I'm going to seal it up nice and tight. I'm going to get most of the air out of it. So the game hens or chicken, whatever you're using, is just kind of surrounded by the marinade. That's going to go sit in the fridge for 8 hours. All right, overnight's fine. Minimum 4 hours, I would think. Okay. All right, when I'm ready to cook, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to dry it off on some paper towels. Wet stuff very rarely should go on hot grills. Okay, by the way, do not throw away the marinade. That is now our basting sauce. All right, so put that in a ramekin with one of those silicone brushes. All right, so once the chicken is patted dry, I'm going to season the skin side with a little bit of salt. And those are going to go on a medium hot grill, skin side down, just to make those beautiful grill marks. Now, you know my strategy with chicken on the grill. Usually, I like to mark the skin side, but not too long, maybe 5 minutes. And I like to cook it the majority of the way with the skin side up. So what I'll do is I'll keep brushing on the marinade, closing the lid, let it cook for 5 minutes, open it back up, brush on more marinade, close the lid, let it cook a few more minutes, and I'll continue doing that until the chicken's just about cooked. When it's almost cooked, I'll flip it back over to the skin side to get a little extra caramelization, but only for a couple minutes. All right, I'll brush a little of that marinade on that side. Now, time's going to vary. Depends on the size of your chicken or your game hen, the temperature of your grill, etc. So use a thermometer if you're not sure. 160, 165, you're safe. All right, mine took about 35 minutes, but you know what? That doesn't matter. Yours takes as long as it takes. I'll do one last marinade here. Close that up. All right, and a little while later, it looked like this, and I said, hey, that's done. I let it rest a couple minutes, of course. I always do. I threw it on some baby romaine. I put on a spoon of Calabrian chili just to be safe. All right, a little sprig of rosemary, only because I was going to take a picture of it. Anyway, there you go, a Calabrian-inspired chicken recipe using our spatchcocking method and also borrowing from our very famous and highly successful Cornell chicken recipe. In fact, let me cut in here. Even though I know it's going to be awesome, I better just make sure. And there we go. A little kick from the pepper, of course. They're spicy, but they're, kind of fruity. Very nice flavor. Because of the vinegar and the salt and the marinade, this has a nice seasoning to it. A little bit of fruitiness from the orange zest. Just a really great combination. Those Calabrian chilies should be found in your finer grocery stores. So look around for those. You can always get them online, of course. So I really hope you give this a try. It makes for a very delicious, very flavorful, very moist chicken. Go check out foodwishes.com for all the specific ingredient amounts, as usual. And as always, enjoy.